My gorgeous, my precious, my ever so powerful Aquarius, listen to me very carefully because I have got a very special message for you indeed. On the 23rd of July 2019, there will be an opportunity that you are going to have. There will be an invitation that you are going to have. There will be a realization at the same time that you are going to have. But it's going to be a really big moment, really special moment, because to be quite honest with you, it's just so much that was happening and that's so much that was going on in the last 24 months or within the last 24 months in Aquarius lives wasn't easy. What was happening and what was going on was personal, and there was a lot of decision that you needed to make, and there was a lot on you. And that, you know, it didn't like basically like affect you like in such a way where you're like doing your daily activities or anything else like that, but it did affect you kind of like from moving on forwards with your life. It did affect you kind of from like with a certain future plannings. It did affect you with a certain options that you could have had, and these are the things that are happening to us when we are focusing, but we are not. We think we are focusing, we are doing things, we are doing everything we want to have, but it's always that one step further that we should go, or it's always that step further that we should have gone. And this is why this is so important. When I say that one step further, this is like a subconsciously things that we are not aware of that are actually kind of controlling us. They're part of us, and they're kind of not controlling us, but they're certainly having an influence and impact on us making a certain decisions. And by not making the certain decisions, by not focusing on these areas of our life, we are kind of block certain paths when it comes to our future. I'm not talking about our future like in like 30 years time, my babies. No, of course I'm talking about the immediate future. I'm talking about the things to come. I'm talking about the things that are going to come. So that's why the reason why I mentioned all this is because this is going to be the part of the huge picture. This is all going to be the part of the massive picture. When it comes to on the 23rd of July, what is going to happen? This invitation and opportunity is just about to illuminate that particular area in your life that was preventing you from reaching your full potential. And you will be able to feel this, my babies. You will be able to sense this. You will be able to get this energy like there is no tomorrow. But in particular, on the 23rd of July, this is going to be absolutely brilliant, because from that moment onwards, you're going to be able to feel free. You're going to be able to feel much better. You're going to be, you're gonna feel like really optimistic, you see, but at the same time suddenly there is going to be this boost of beautiful energy that is going to come into your sign, and it is just going to literally change everything. When I say change everything, my babies, this is going to be like a breath of fresh air. By changing everything, I mean that there is the power that you are going to get like a little thunder. You are very, very powerful. You're very significant, Aquarius. Your charisma is like about 1000% stronger than so many other signs that there are. Wherever you are, you just go over there and everybody will know that you're there because you're so amazing, you're so charismatic. When it comes to the actual certain areas of your life that you plan, that you do, that you want to focus on, this is the same energy that you will use. This is the same beautiful charisma that you will use. And that most certainly, when you have got the right balance like you're going to have after the 23rd of July, this is going to be super amazing for you, because for once, there is the power that you are going to have, the power that you are going to gain. That, on another hand, is going to help you to reflect in a slightly different way. That is just going to help you to just stand back from like your life for a second and just like turn upside down literally and see your life from a slightly different angle. That in itself is just going to make you realize something very important when it comes to this certain ending. Certain ending in your life is going to become really evident, and this is going to be good, and this is going to be significant, and this is most certainly going to be the huge, massive starting point indeed. What I was going to say is just basically that it's very important for me to say that there is a certain radiance that you're going to have, certain radiance that you're going to gain, and that in itself is just going to be the moment and the time of rebirth indeed, because you are about to get the whole new focus. I really like it because you're almost going to feel like reborn. You're also going to feel like really, really good, but there is also like a really negative energy with somebody else is also going to come to an end. When I say like the 23rd of July, you know, you can play with these days. You know, it could be 23rd, the 24th of July. It's going to be very, very significant when it comes to this, but also even the 25th of July. So the 23rd of July is the actual key day, but it could also be very significant on 24th and the 25th. You see, this all depends on your particular spiritual journey. It all depends on your karma. So you have got a couple of days to play with, but when this energy is going to like open up itself, when this cortex is going to like open up itself, itself. It's actually going to be on the 23rd of July. This is just going to be really important time, you know, because you know, like both spiritually, both physically, and both mentally, you know, this is going to be the new starting point. It's almost that you are about to be revived. I'm not saying that you needed reviving, but you will see exactly what I mean. And this is very important because certainly, most certainly, you know, we are all on this earth, you know, for a while. We all have our own personal spiritual journey. You know, you have to make sure you're doing the right things. You have to make sure that you're doing positive things. You know, it's all about the karma. So this is the very important karmic moment. This is all about the shift. And most certainly you will be able to feel this. You will be able to sense this. And also, it is just the fact that it is just this opportunity that I said that you're going to have, this invitation that I said that you're going to have. This is also going to be quite challenging situation for you, but the challenging situation is the key. The challenging situation is the point, because the challenging situation is also like kind of digs, it makes us to dig much deeper into our own psyche, you know, it makes us to dig much deeper into our own energy, you know, into our own spiritual journey. So therefore we do stretch that a little bit further. This is very important time. This is most significantly going to be something that is just going to literally take you from one dimension to another dimension, but it's all going to happen, and it's all going to be about a particular invitation, and it's all going to be about like basically the opportunity that you are going to have on the 23rd of July. At around the 23rd of July, there is going to be like absolutely fantastic, mind-blowing, life-changing opportunity that you are going to have. And what is going to happen, it is going to reflect on your life, it is going to reflect on the life of people around you, and also it is going to make you realize that you're going to have to make a certain adjustment. It's going to make you realize, like, it's going to kind of make you realize a certain spiritual journey with somebody else that was making maybe feel a little bit negative, that was bringing you down. Something that was unresolved is also going to be resolved, but at the same time this is going to help you to move on with your life. This is going to help you. This is just so important. I can't stress enough how important this is. Aquarius, 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 Aquarius. When the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter aligns with Mars. Now this is brilliant, 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 because this is your time. Your time is coming, your moment is coming, and it's all going to feel completely different, because this is a big karma problem, karmic problem. It's coming to an end. The one that was bringing you down, the one that was preventing you to move on, the one that was making you feel sad every now and then, the one that was making you feel emotional every now and then, and the one that was making you feel like a restless when it comes to the situations in your life, and restless when it comes to realizing how much you have done. Now you will be able to look at the picture from a completely different angle, and this is going to be absolutely brilliant. What else I was going to say on the 23rd of July, my gorgeous Aquarius, you see, it is all about the right balance. It is all about your life. It is all about having a big, big, important moment when it comes to your life, when it comes to work-life balance, when it comes to your spirituality, when it comes to your own happiness, and when it comes to you realizing something really important about your life. And this is going to be huge and really important decision you're going to make as well. Sorry. Absolutely brilliant. My name is Sasha Bonasin, and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Aquarius, and it's for July 2019. So it's for you, my beautiful Aquarius, and it's for July 2019. Now so I'm so sorry. Okay, so basically when it comes to the actual number, your number this month is number 14. This is brilliant. This means that basically you're reaching a very important moment, very important point, and by the time we get to the last part of like July, it's gonna be absolutely brilliant. The whole new option is gonna be available for you, but it's gonna feel good, it's gonna feel brilliant, it's gonna feel shiny, it's gonna feel optimistic, and it's just going to be really busy, like really busy months when it comes to making decisions, and also when it comes to like a meeting with the people. There are lots of special relationships that are going to be very highlighted for you this month. And when I say special relationships, relationships. You're both going to have like a certain, like a business relationships are going to come through, like something like that, but also at the same time, like emotional relationship, people in your life, you know, for once, you know, there is somebody who was like scrutinizing you that is about to drift apart, drift away, which is absolutely brilliant. But on another hand, you have got like a people that are about to come back into your life. And I'm not saying people that left forever or something like that, but there's certain people that you haven't seen in a long time, for a while maybe, there is going to be some kind of united thing, some kind of reconnection, and that in itself is also going to be really, really important, because you're going to realize something about yourself through somebody who really appreciates you, and vice versa, somebody who knows you really well. On another hand, you know, you're not going to believe, but what number 14 also means, it means that basically it is all about now your life changing, going on the next direction, going on the next stage, and now it's just going to be really, really interesting, because you're going to need to make a certain adjustment. This is all about the making certain adjustment, a readjustment, but it's also going to be like about a successful combination. You know, it's just so interesting, because there is going to be this particular person that is just going to kind of be very interesting in your life, powerful person, significant person, and advice that you are going to get through that person, from that person, but it's also going to be somebody who you look up to so much. And sometimes this is absolutely brilliant, because in our spiritual journey in this life, you know, is in this earth, we are not staying, we are not here for too long, but sometimes there are certain people in our lives that are meant to be part of our spirituality, part of our spiritual journey. When that happens, we are meant to learn from these people. You know, sometimes you have two people and they're really similar, two girlfriends, let's say, and they're so similar, you know, like and this is why, because sometimes they talk similar, they walk similar, they do this, do that. It's of course because they're spending so much time together. But sometimes, you know, we just need, I'm not saying that you should copy other people or something like that, don't get me wrong, but sometimes in our lives, when it comes to our spiritual journey, especially when it comes to the big picture of our life, general big picture of our life, we do actually come across like a particular people who are part of our spiritual journey, who we should look up to, and they're just right there for us to look up to. Not to be exactly the same, but there is just so much that it can actually help us to realize on our spiritual journey through these people. And this is why there is going to be absolutely successful, powerful combination that is going to make sense. And it's also going to, somebody's going to come through, somebody's going to come up very successful around you, who you're going to look up to, or you were looking up to maybe subconsciously, and now it's all going to come out bursting with beauty, pride and power and positive energy. But it came like a kind of little bit like from this particular influence. But this is a good influence, this is a powerful influence, this is a very, very significant influence indeed. You know what number 14 also means when I say you're not going to believe it. Number 14, I know I said about omens and signs so often, but it seems like this year in particular has been really ridiculously spiritual and very powerful and very strong when it comes to the certain signs and certain omens. I have been like focusing on it quite a lot, because people do find it very interesting and people do kind of find it very, very helpful indeed. The omens can tell us so much, our signs can tell us so much. Little signs, little omens can help us so much with our spiritual journey, especially when it comes to you, my beautiful Aquariuses. You are very spiritual, you're very deep indeed. Just like Pisces, you dive very, very deep, much deeper, to the bottom of the sea. You can see everything. Now, basically, what I was going to say, it is just all about the bright prospects, like all about starting something new, all about the new direction, all about the new power, but it's just all this wonderful energy that you're going to feel at the same time. And there is going to be an omen that you're going to have as well. Number 14 means that you're also going to have an omen this month, and the omen that you are going to have is just going to be very powerful, and it's also going to help you with a really negative situation in your life. I'm not going to lie to you, you know, I just say it how it is, and it's just going to be a couple of one person in particular that is just still going to kind of I don't know, I'm sorry, I know I always say something like this, but there is a little bit of a little snake around you, and you need to know, you need to recognize who the snake is. You see, you need to recognize who the snake is. The omen, I will explain this in a minute, but this snake is going to be recognized, and now it's slowly coming time when you're gonna need to deal with this snake, because somebody's been like a little bit dishonest, you see, and this is really important. And I'm saying that this omen is connected to this little snake, because this omen is also going to kind of be the beginning of something new, be the beginning of something big, and it's going to help you to reflect on your situation without kind of being dragged down, or without kind of letting this energy to be drained by this particular person. I mentioned this person before. It's somebody with a sweet little baby face, you know, somebody with a sweet face, but it's just not that much sweetness behind, too bitter to be sweet behind, okay? Now this is it. You're going to make an important decision. That omen is going to be amazing. That omen is going to be brilliant. And that omen is going to come again in the form of a bird. Bird, bird, bird. Okay? You will see the bird, and that bird at around the time when you see the bird on the actual throughout, it can happen at any time throughout July 2019. It will be a very special moment. It will be a very spiritual moment, and that bird also is going to happen at around the time when you're maybe like you were affected by something quite low and something quite negative, or you were around someone toxic. But at around the same time, you will be very deep, you will be very spiritual, you will be kind of, your mind is going to be very open as well, and at the same time the actual veil in between this world and the spirit world, it's going to be at its thinnest indeed. And what does that mean? That you're going to have a very strong connection with the spirits, with the spirit world, and with the spirit guides and the universe indeed. And this is what this means. You're going to make a really important decision. That little bird that you're going to see, it is just, you will know it's your bird because there is something going to be very significant about it, what it looks like, going to be very significant about its size, its color. It's going to be very interesting, okay? And it's just going to be very interesting, the way you're going to see it, the way you're going to feel it, the way you're going to sense it. You know, it's going to feel like a little bit strange but beautiful but interesting but bizarre, but very cute, everything at the same time. And you will know this is your omen. And that omen, the bottom line is that through that bird, through that omen, you need to see also what the symbolic bird of this is. Symbolic. Did you get that? Yeah. You need to think what the symbolic meaning on this of this bird is basically, and just put it all together. And that is going to have a very special message for you. And that special message is going to help you to make one of the best decisions, one of the biggest and most important decisions of your life. Okay, what else I was going to say, my gorgeous Aquarius? When it comes to your health, like surprise, 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 this has been around, and this is not only you, and we are getting this certain particular time of the year that maybe we are kind of doing a lot, and we are kind of getting affected by certain things, but that is actually bringing our low immune system down. I'm saying like ours, because it's just that there were quite a few signs that were kind of need to boost the immune system. You need to make sure that you boost your immune system. Let me tell you something, my babies. It is the acerola cherry powder. I'm talking about it all the time. I'm obsessed with acerola cherry powder, organic acerola cherry powder. I'm so obsessed with this like there is no tomorrow. It's a natural form of vitamin C. Acerola cherry powder is like basically, it's a natural form of a vitamin C in a powder form, and it's basically a really fantastic, it's brilliant, and I would highly suggest you to take this rather than to take a fake form of vitamin C. And when I say fake form of vitamin C, you have to be very careful where you go and what you do. You go to the health shops, health shops, and then you find in a health shop like a vitamin C, natural vitamin C, you get it, you buy it, you know, you look behind, you know, in ingredients, oh, it's free from this, free from that, free from this, free from that, free from this, free from that. And the actual vitamin C, it's made of like ascorbic acid, which ascorbic acid is sold as a form of a vitamin C, like a vitamin C, but it's not natural because it's made like through certain chemicals, through the certain chemical reactions in order to make it like ascorbic acid. So it's not natural, okay? But it's just like you get confused, people get confused, people read it, you read it at the back and oh my god, it's free from everything, brilliant, free from chemicals, free from this, free from that, but the actual ingredient, it's like, hello? Okay, the reason I say this is because people get really easily confused. When you get organic acerola cherry powder, it's a natural form of like a vitamin C, it's a fruit cherry basically, and what it does, it's a powder, and you take every single day in the morning, the very first thing in the morning, you take like 1 teaspoon of this powder, with that little bit of water, and just mix it up and drink it. You know, it gives you like a 1080 milligrams of vitamin C per the actual teaspoon. But also it does contain some B vitamins as well, which is absolutely a wonderful combination for you as well, because vitamin C, acerola cherry powder, it's going to help you a lot with your immune system, okay, with your energy, and also B vitamins are going to help you a lot like when it comes to like a little bit of stress and things like that. Therefore, it's just absolutely perfect combination. You can buy this and get this, but just make sure it's a completely natural, organic acerola cherry powder, and drink this every single morning because it's going to help you a lot with like your immune system, just to boost it a little bit, because I can see a little bit of cold and flu symptoms, like a throat, you know, chest, you know, head. I can see this is going to be like a little bit affected. And very important, my babies, as well, like if you can do some kind of exercise, whatever you consider exercise, because you may not be able to do the exercise, I completely understand, but whatever you consider that is an exercise for you and for your like body, you know, like please do it, because it's going to be so important, because just the balance is going to be just right. And it's very important, a very strong connection with the water. Whatever you do this month, please try to do like a connection with the water. If there is no water around you, or you live like somewhere where it's really, really cold, you know, with like a, you know, like I don't know, in Iceland or something, like where there is no, maybe if it's like too cold, you know, to like go to swim, then you can always go in your own bath. I know it sounds silly, but this is true. It is all about this connection and reconnection with the water. It doesn't have to be necessarily outside. It would be ideal, or even the swimming pool, but if you can't do this, then you can just go and basically just do it in your bath, because the bath, not the shower, but the actual bath, and relax in the water, because this is also going to be very good for your balance. This is also going to be very good for your sharpness, and this is also going to be very, very good when it comes to like your own reflection, when it comes to the certain focus. But you will see exactly what I mean. Okay, so now basically starting with the first date that is going to be very important for you, my gorgeous Aquarius. It's going to be the 3rd of July. 3rd of July is going to start like a boom, boom, boom. Somebody who means so much to you, you're going to hear a news about them. You're going to hear a news from them. On another hand, this is all about a certain beginning that is going to be big, that is going to be the start, and it's also going to be the gain. It's all about a certain gain and the beginning of something really big, the beginning of something really huge, the beginning of something really new. I'm so happy for you, because this moment in time is going to be very important, because it's also connected to the certain failure or to the certain lack of success. So now this is going to be the unexpected, but it's going to be good, and it's going to be really, really significant. Through this, you're also going to realize, oh my God, if they didn't, I know it sounds weird, but if they didn't again, if this did Aquarius, God help me, if this didn't happen, then you wouldn't be able to become aware of the certain little mini danger that could have happened. So you're going to have your own little psychic moment as well, because through this situation you will realize that if that didn't develop and unfold the way it did, you wouldn't you will be the part of the certain danger, which is very interesting. And on another hand, this beautiful female person who is in your life, who is a very lovely, very wonderful, very gentle, very nice, but very intelligent at the same time, very solid, very beautiful, very butterflyish, but very intelligent. This woman, this person is at the same time. She is going to tell you something really significant, and it's going to be some kind of advice, and that's going to be very important advice for you as well, because this is going to help you quite a lot, to be quite honest. So you just need to see who this person is in your life, and you see it is absolutely brilliant, because you're going to get something very important realization through this person, okay? Because you're going to be able to reflect yourself on a certain situation, and you're going to be aware of something. You thought that it's coming to an end, you thought it's like, oh my God, it's ending. No, it is just going to be like you just need to look at it slightly differently, and now it is going to be really wonderful unfoldment of events that is going to happen after that moment in time. So you must not block yourself, you must not block your energy. You just think positive, because your energy this month is also going to be ridiculously strong, okay? The second important day, my beautiful Aquarius, is actually going to be on the 18th of July. Now, on the 18th of July, ooh la la, it seems to be like lots of signs are going to be like, we'll want a little bit of fun, you know. Now, lots of signs like that are single and ready to mingle. You know, this July is just going to be very significant, because it seems like that lots of people, not only you, but lots of people are getting to this certain point. So now, for those of you that are single, this is also going to be really important, 18th of July, because 18th of July is just all going to be about you finding yourself being part of some kind of situation where it's very cool, very cool, like very calm. I meant like calm, you know, people are very calm, people are very nice, people are very peaceful, and something is going to happen, something is going to start, something is going to begin, and that beautiful energy is going to reflect on you in such a way, and something a la magical is going to happen. Little cherub is going to be flying around and just like keep on looking for you, Aquarius, keep on looking for you. So there is someone very interesting that is going to become the part of the scenario that you will just want to have a little bit more of, you know. You will want to spend this time with this this person. You will want to get to know this person a bit more. So the beginning of something very special when it comes to romance, kissy kissy, okay? And also very important time for the couples, that it's 18th of July going to be, because for the people that are in relationship, the 18th of July is going to be really good, because it's just like the romance, the big romance will just want to like make you very vavavoomaish, and you will want to like take care of yourself. You want to like spend time together, but you will have a very romantic time, very romantic moment. But this is going to be very deep, very, very deep. You know, it's really beautiful when it's very deep. And this is what's going to happen, because what's going to happen after that moment is you're going to come up to with a certain idea as well. On another hand, 18th of July is also going to kind of make you realize something really important about a certain person in your life. There is a certain person in your life that is very close to you, like a family member that is going to do really well. And that is just going to make you feel really, really good. But also on another hand, it is just going to be the moment when you will actually realize something very, very illusionary about somebody. Somebody is going to go through the certain illusion. Somebody is going to be the part of the certain illusion. And this is very interesting now when it comes to you and when it comes to this certain illusion, because it's just nothing to kind of do with you. It's not necessarily your problem, but it's to do with the people around you. And that illusion that you are going to have, it's also going to make you realize that you need to be a bit more sharp with a certain part of your life. You need to just keep going, and just like it's interesting how through this karmic situation you're going to realize something quite interesting and significant about your life, but it's just going to bring you awareness, which is going to become your own sharpness, which is absolutely brilliant. The third important day, my gorgeous Aquarius, is going to be on the 25th of July. Now the 25th of July is just a really strong day that you're going to have, because this is the time, this is the moment when you're going to have your hermit moment, okay? The 25th of July is going to bring you hermit moment, but I told you hermit moment is everything. Hermit moment is very important. Some people maybe don't realize how important the hermit moment is. It might not last like a week, or it only last like a day or maybe even an hour, you know, but the point is that the veiling between the spirit world and this world is going to be at its thinnest at this particular moment in time. But then on another hand, your spirit, your guardian angels, your spirit guides are going to be calling you, and that's why at the same time you're going to feel like the both of the different dimensions, and that's why you feel like you need to withdraw a little bit, take some time out, because you will make a very strong connection with your spirit guides. And what is going to happen, there is going to be also the realization that you are going to have from the spirit world the message. Look for the message. The message is about quick, fast, and the swift, because it's all about the swift change. It's all about the fast change. You know, it's all about the actual change that is going to be very, very interesting, and it's going to start and it's going to manifest from the actual message. It's going to start from the message, and this is where realization is going to be very significant indeed, okay? And also, what else I was going to say is Catherine. There is a spirit of Catherine here. Catherine is saying hello to everybody. Catherine, and it's also to do with letter A. And Catherine is just basically right here with us in this room. The spirit just came through and is just saying hello to whoever this means something. Her name is Catherine. She was a wonderful, beautiful lady, very smart, very intelligent. She had like a very interesting hair. Something was very unusual, very interesting about her hair, and her hair was very like it was like her own thing. And also the flowers are very much so connected to Catherine. So Catherine is saying hello to whoever this means. Just let me know in the comment section below. Okay, so what else I was going to say? Yes, also on the 25th of July is going to be a wonderful day, because there is a certain judgment that you are going to make. But it's a lot to do for you to realize that you need to forgive to someone. So you need to see who are you holding on for, because you Aquarius also have a ridiculously powerful energy, strong power of your mind. So you can hold on to negativity when it comes to somebody else, but by doing this you prevent your spirit from moving on. You prevent your spiritual journey from moving on, you know. So that's why it's an important time to see who do you need to forgive and forget. And immediately when you do that, this is going to be the moment and the time of your rebirth. What what else I was going to say on the 25th of July, that it's just going to be like a basically be as active as you can and try to drink as much water as you can. You know, it's going to be a very interesting day, but you know, on another hand, it's just like I would highly suggest you to get like something like a red cornelian, and this red cornelian is just absolutely brilliant, and it's fantastic, and it's going to help you a lot with the communication, concentration and grounding, but especially with you, like kind of like talking to other people, having conversations in between you and the other people, you know, with the conversation flow, and especially when they're a little bit difficult and sometimes they can shake us up to the point that we don't know what to say because we're not seeing things crystal clear. Some people can be very intimidating. That's why I'm suggesting you to wear like a red cornelian throughout the actual July 2019. This comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and to buy this, the link is in the description below. And by buying crystals from my channel, you're obviously, of course, like helping my channel as well, supporting my channel. Okay, so this is something that I highly recommend. On another hand, my gorgeous Aquarius, okay, on another hand, my gorgeous Aquarius, you see the very first day of the July, very first day, it's going to start like in the form of like, in a sense of like, oh God, lack of harmony, lack of harmony, lack of harmony. So the negative, somebody who is not really being good to you, and somebody who has been like a very negative to you, somebody who has like a slightly lower energy, you know, what can I say? That person is coming to an end. That person is slowly, the harmony between you two is slowly coming to an end, which means that karma with that other person is slowly, you see, I do this like because when there are spirits around, I just end up doing this, sorry. So basically, yeah, it's a lack of harmony, and it's going to be in between you and this other person, but this is so good because karma with you and this other person is coming to an end, and this is brilliant. Or rather to realize this, that karma is coming to an end, than actually keep on like focusing towards something that is just going to end up draining your energy, and it's absolutely pointless. That in itself is going to be brilliant because I can see you dancing, my little Aquarius, like there is no tomorrow, really happy dancing. It's all beautiful around you, because also at the same time very depressive, very sad and very low situation is going to come to an end, and this is going to be the whole new hope in the beautiful dark, not beautiful, but in a dark beautiful darkness. Hello darkness, I'm my old friend. No, in in the darkness, this is going to be the beautiful illuminated light that you are going to have. It's brilliant. And then at the same time, the optimistic state of mind, optimistic mind that you're going to have is just going to start creating something very special for you. At the same time, you're going to start feeling like very, very brave. You're normally very brave signs, indeed. You're just going to go for it with a snap of a finger. There's no doubt about it. But this is just basically going to be an important time when you're really going to feel very passionately that you're ready for something very special, very good and very brilliant, and this is what's going to happen. On another hand, a new prospect is going to come through, something that you're going to start using, something new, learning experience that is just going to become like a very much so passion of yours. On another hand, you know what I really like? It's just this is actually really exciting time, because it's just all about your own recognition. You know, it's recognition, and it's just so good. You're going to feel really good about yourself. You're going to feel really proud about yourself. There is going to be a moment that is going to be right at the beginning of July that something is going to become evident about your progress that is just really part of the really massive picture. You're going to feel like hello, like cocky, but in a good way, which is nothing wrong with that. But also on another hand, there are other people that are going to be around you. People are going to, oh, hello, you know, this is amazing, you're amazing, and this is just going to be so good for you. But I'm not going to lie, this is going to be connected to like a challenging situation. This is going to be followed by the challenge, and what is going to happen? Well, I dropped one card. I'm still clumsy, I'm so clumsy lately, my lord. In the last few days I've been so clumsy, it's just wow. But you know, this is going to be so good for you, because this is all about you, your success, and the combination of the spirituality and everything that you have done so far. But the challenging situation you see that you are going to have is just going to be wonderful, absolutely brilliant. This is all about you. This is all about your discovery. This is all about your rediscovery. This is so good. It's all about the right balance, and it's all about the happiness. And you just need to remember that you feel a little bit low, if you feel a little bit negative or nervous, don't worry, you are protected, you are guided, you have a sacred energy around you. This is going to be the bottom line, okay? The new beginning, new start, new idea, new hope, everything is going to be absolutely brilliant, but also at the same time, your balance in between spirituality and everything else is going to be so strong. Wow, okay? So don't worry if you come across like a challenging situation, okay? The second part of July 2019, it is all about the lack of closure. There's going to be the lack of closure that you had, that you were left with a slightly bitter taste in your mouth, and it happened at around the time when there was a certain journey, on the trip journey, or you were away, you were trying to plan trip or journey away, and something happened, and there was a lack of closure since then. You will realize that is going to bounce back, that feeling is going to come back, because you will want certain answers. These answers are going to help you, but what you're going to need to do in order to get certain answers, just remember, I know it's not easy, but if you can go for 1 or 2 days away, if you can't go for 1 or 2 days away, my babies, then just go into the forest. If you can go, it would be absolutely brilliant. Or if you can't find forest, if you can't go into the forest, I understand, then you can just find maybe beautiful tree. Go and just find a beautiful tree. I know I'm talking about the trees lately. It's just so important, because trees are very super powerful and super important to hug right now. Throughout July and August, it's going to be like, oh my God, really brilliant, because they're super powerful. So it's just basically, if you need this lack of closure and you don't know what to do, just go out there and find the tree. This is your job, to find the tree that's that you really like. By finding a tree that you really like, that's your tree. That particular tree is calling you. That particular tree wants to exchange its energy with you. It wants to help you. It wants to heal you. And once you find the tree, just hug it. And just what I said before, this is so important. Just hug the tree, okay? Hug the tree that was calling you, and then relax as much as you can, and imagine this beautiful, white, powerful, strong light coming from the tree and going inside your head, going all down through your body, left shoulder, right shoulder, going down one leg, second leg, and then going back into the ground, and then going back into the tree, and then imagine again going from the tree back into you, and then 3 times you imagine this, and every time you do it, you give it back to the tree. Once you do this, you just say thank you, and then what's going to happen on one side? On one hand, you're going to kind of rejuvenate yourself. This is beautiful. It's going to help you so much. But also, you will get a really wonderful spirit message from the spirit that is going to travel to you. It could happen at any time, week after that. And the spirit message that you're going to have is just going to help you to make a decision when it comes to this lack of closure. Okay? And the synchronicity is coming through. It's absolutely wonderful. Synchronicity is coming through with basically, and it's just going to be really good, because you're just going to find yourself being rather successful. Financial situation is just going to start improving. It's so good, and it's brilliant, because also this is going to be a homecoming time. Maybe you have been worrying a lot, maybe you have been about a lot, you have been like all around the place when it comes to work and things like that, or maybe there were certain issues and problems that you had. You maybe didn't have enough time to spend at home or focus on a home, because this is going to be the moment in time when you're going to be focusing on home, as in homecoming time. But also at the same time, the 3rd part of July is going to make you realize that there is a very big change that is going to, I've seen this before, very big change when it comes to immediate environment, when it comes to immediate change, when it comes to immediate people in your immediate environment at home. A big change is coming, and you will know this, but this is really good, because most certainly this is something really good, this is something really significant, and you just need to keep on determined, because by doing this, you're starting something very special, very important, and something that was bothering you for a while, indeed. On another hand, what else I was going to say, that the actual, also the 3rd part of July is just going to start changing things, because what I said to you at the beginning of this reading, the 3rd part of July is going to be very important when it comes to your future planning. But I'm not talking about future in 30 years time. I'm talking about something very near that is about to happen, that is going to be very strong here, and it is going to come and happen as a new option. I would like you to get a black obsidian. Indeed, it is a very important crystal for you to wear exactly also in July, but also in August, because black obsidian is going to help you to preserve all the wonderful energy, but it's going to help you with the grounding, but without messing up your energy levels, which you are going to need in order to focus, in order to plan, in order to make certain decisions. That's why I'm saying that there was somebody that was a little bit scrutinized around you, and these people normally have a very strong energy, and if they don't even need to direct this energy knowingly towards us, they can be so strong that subconsciously thinking about us, they can damage us a little bit, damage our energy. So that's why I'm strongly suggesting you to get a black obsidian and wear this throughout July, but especially when you're surrounded by weird people or low energy people. Indeed, this comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below, and by buying this you're also supporting my channel, of course. Okay, so there is going to be, when it comes to the actual future planning, there is going to be like a contemplation that you are going to have, and the contemplation that you're going to have is just somebody who knows you really well. It's going to be able to tell you what to do. Okay, somebody from the past, somebody who knows you really well, somebody from your childhood perhaps, or somebody who knows you really, really well can only give you the key, can only tell you the key, can only help you with the spiritual key. Okay, and also when it comes to the actual somebody who is just like maybe going to try to scrutinize you a little bit in the last part of July, and this is nothing to do with like nobody who you know. You're going to be under some kind of test, and you just need to remember to stay calm. You just need to remember to be really positive, and you just need to remember to be very optimistic. Whoever tried to get on your nerves at the end of July, whoever who irritates you at the end of July, whoever, you know, like makes you part of the very negative energy, you know, and you need to remember to snap out of the situation immediately. You need to remember to not to bite for it. You need to remember to step away from it. This is what you need to do. It's just so important, because that actually it's going to directly help you to deal with this situation, and it's going to be a ridiculously important moment in time when it comes to you and your energy going from one you know, your spiritual journey going to from one level to another. It's just so important to get this right. So it's always remember, just to, if somebody tries to irritate you at the end of July and it's going to feel like, oh my God, just remember to really quickly snap in your mind, so you can step away from the situation and look at it from a slightly different angle, and that in itself is going to, for once, help you to make a really amazing decision. It's going to help you feel so much better. It's going to make you realize something, and for two, it is going to be the brand new beginning that is directly going to be connected to something that you wanted to do for such a long time, but especially in the last 24 months. Oh my God, prepare for something really, really special, my gorgeous Aquarius, because after July there is just so much that is actually going to change. But most certainly you will be able to step away from the situation, see your life, you know, from a slightly different angle, and there is a lot going to be revealed. Okay, so now another thing that I was going to say basically is just so important. For once, you're also going to have a very important negotiation this month, so you're going to do really well, and your lucky number this month is number 7. So you can have a number 7 in your pocket or somewhere in a pendant, whatever. So if you can like connect to this energy as much as you can, that's better. Okay, and also if you would like to make a certain negotiation or a certain negotiations, you know, all months is going to be absolutely brilliant. But the 7th of July will be brilliant. The actual 7th of July will be brilliant for negotiations. Okay, now when it comes to those of you in relationship, you know, this is going to be a brilliant month. I think this is something very special is going to happen, something very important is going to happen. There are a few things that your partner is going to do, and it is going to surprise you. Perhaps you're going through this stage, perhaps you're going through these levels, you know, when you're like still discovering yourself, but it doesn't matter for how long you have been together. There is still something going to be very significant that you are going to discover about your partner, but it's going to make you feel really vavavoomeish. It's going to make you feel really good. But on another hand, it is just going to be the harmony, power, strength that you're both going to feel this month. It's a great month for the couples, but it's also a fantastic month for the couples when it comes to making a really important decision. And the important decision that you're going to make, my beautiful babies, is all going to be about a certain opportunity, certain financial opportunity, and it's all going to be about you making and creating something that's going to last for a long time, for like ever. And there are other people going to be connected to this later on. There is something karmically very strong that you're going to make, that you're going to do because of this financial opportunity. Is going to be literally life-changing. So you're both going to have a financial opportunity that is just going to be absolutely literally life-changing, and this is going to be the beginning of something really special indeed. Okay, so now I'm just going to shuffle these cards, and now I'm going to connect to those of you that are actually single. You see, I have seen this. This is very important. It is just going to be the moment in time when you're going to find someone very special here indeed. But the way it's going to happen, you need to be open-minded. You need to go out there. You need to be out there. You're going to be. But there is going to be a moment in when you will be the part of the, like, almost like a certain society, or almost like a certain part of the group where people are going to make you feel very gentle and very very positive and very good. This is going to be the moment in time when you're actually going to meet someone very special. There is somebody very, very special that you're going to meet, but you just have to remember it's going to be like a one moment in time, okay? This is very, very important because it is just, you know, once you meet this person, things are going to start unfolding very quickly, but they're also going to start unfolding very beautifully, but they're also going to start unfolding in towards the direction that you wouldn't normally unfold towards already so soonish. That this is purely because you will feel like you know this person like in a really long time, and this is somebody who's going to stay. This is somebody who's going to change your life, and this is somebody who's going to have a really positive impact on you indeed. But it's just basically it is all about this swift change, this beautiful change, this feeling that you are going to have. You're going to feel like you haven't felt in a really long time. But let me tell you, this is going to be just the beginning. So this is going to be one step at a time. As more as you know this person, the more you will like this person. As more as you know this person, the more you will want to spend the time with this person. And it's absolutely brilliant, because most important thing here is that you will start things from the beginning, not from the end. Absolutely brilliant. There is someone very, very special that you are about to meet this month. Okay, my gorgeous Aquarius, I love you to bits. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos, every single one of you. I'm sending you healing, brightest blessings, love and light. Okay, my gorgeous Aquarius, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you.